Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, it's just around the corner, Texas OU weekend, and of course, we've got to localize it by talking to a board member from the Texas Exes Dallas Chapter. His story just ahead.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
I remember for so many years with Fox 4, I would cover Texas OU weekend. I'd go to the bars, I'd talk to fans from both teams, but I don't think I knew how big it was in terms of the enormity of the fans descending on Dallas from all over the country. My next guest knows that very well, Doug Rice. He is on the board of the Texas Exes Dallas Chapter. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me, Jeff.
Absolutely. So you were telling me, like, how many events are there surrounding Texas OU weekend?
Well, the Dallas chapter, we have 4 events. Okay. It starts off with our 36th annual this year, 2024, the 36th annual Get Teed Off at OU Golf Classic.
Yes.
And that's at Firewall Golf Course in Garland. And then after that evening, that one starts in the morning. That evening is the pre-party before the night before the game, which is known as the Bash Before the Clash.
Yes.
Okay, so we have that. This year we actually added on a VIP party. So we have a general admission party plus the Bash Before the Clash, the VIP plus the general admission, and then that ends with what I like to call the exclamation point of the Bash, which is known as the Beat OU Pep Rally, which I take a lot of pride in because as a former UT cheerleader, I started that tradition. This will be the 3rd year coming up. And then the day of the game on the state fairgrounds, you know, we're big Texas, howdy folks. That is what we have just outside Gate 5. We have what's known as the Texas-sized tailgate party.
Wow. And you were telling me off camera that you kind of got lured back in because for what year did you graduate?
I graduated in '88.
Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So what brought you back to Texas Exes?
Well, like I said, I've always been a huge UT fan. I mean, back in the day, I was a cheerleader, so I've always had the UT spirit and the burnt orange and all that good stuff. And I just, we were playing OU back in 2018, and it was for the Big 12 championship game. And I felt like I wanted to be with my Longhorn fans because it not only was it OU, but it was the second time in the same season we were playing them, and this was for the Big 12 championship game. So I wanted to be around, have some camaraderie and some energy. And so I showed up. I looked it up online. I found that the Texas Exes had a game watching, and I showed up there, and I just immediately kind of quote unquote took over as far as the spirit goes, and I was like, you know, getting people to yell Texas fight and all that good stuff. And then that's when they said, hey, we want you to keep coming back, and eventually a gentleman there that was in charge nominated me to be on the board.
Wow. Mm-hmm. And so the fans that we see in the Cotton Bowl on that day are just a fraction of the number of people who actually come out.
Oh yeah, there's so many people. I mean, obviously, you know, UT being down in Austin, we're only a 3-hour drive, and this is known as the Red River Rivalry. So fans from all over the country, like you had said in the intro, they come for this game. This is the biggest game of the year, and that's what makes our Dallas chapter so proud. This is like, I like to tell people, if you're in the retail business, then Christmas basically is like half your year. Yeah. You know, the rest of the year is the second half. Well, for the Dallas chapter of the Texas Exes, Texas OU Weekend is kind of our Christmas. In other words, everything we do for the most part is focused on Texas OU Weekend. We do lots of other things, not to minimize those, but this is our Christmas.
Absolutely. Yeah. We're going to pull up the Dallas Chapter website, and as we scroll down the website, there's lots of ways that people can get involved. You guys are always doing things, aren't you?
Yes, we do. We have all types of events all year. Our mission is we actually raise money for scholarships for Dallas area high school students to attend the University of Texas. So we're constantly doing that and raising money for them.
So give me an idea. So happy hours.
Happy hours. We have a Texas Independence Day celebration. We have a crawfish boil. We have we We have a thing coming up with Kendra Scott, who's a big Texas Ex supporter, called Christmas. It used to be called Christmas in July. I guess this year it's called Christmas in October. Yeah. We have our own holiday party for the entire Texas Exes, not just the board, but for all the Texas Exes. We have events are always going on. We've got something going on every month, and it's a lot of camaraderie and community.
Outstanding. You guys put together a great Texas OU weekend video last year. Let's go ahead and roll.
Okay.
I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men that died that gave that right to me. And I'll gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. Ain't no doubt I love this flag. God bless the USA.
Texas! All right, you can turn the camera off. OU!
Wow, and obviously I'm sure you guys are always looking for new members, so people can just go on the website and show up at an event.
DallasTexasExes.org. We actually have our board meeting every month. It's open to the public, and if people are interested, they can come to that as well. Yeah.
Awesome. Now, if you're saying to yourself, he looks a lot like Matthew McConaughey, you wouldn't be the first person to say that. So, you're really an impersonator.
Well, I don't really look that much like him, but I appreciate it. So every now and then somebody says that. But what actually happened with the whole Matthew McConaughey, I call him fake McConaughey, is my character. I was put in charge. What you just watched was the golf tournament.
Sure.
And last year I was put in charge of what's known as the Bash Before the Clash. And the Bash Before the Clash is our big, huge party that we have. People from all over the country that come in town for the game come to that party. And so I was like an emergency replacement to be the chair of that party. And I thought, wow, how can I figure out a way to get a lot of people there this year? And I thought, maybe Matthew McConaughey, he's always on TV at the games, and I'm a big fan of his. And I thought, oh, do I know anybody that knows him? And anyway, turns out I thought, you know what? I'm never getting Matthew McConaughey. so I literally started Googling Matthew McConaughey impersonators. I started looking is there somebody I could get to, kind of sound like him and look like him, whatever. So what I ended up doing was I couldn't find anybody, and I just said, well, I'm going to use face swapping technology. So when I do the character, I look a lot more like him. And so when I do the character, and I just said, I got on my microphone, I said, all right. And once you got that part, then you just fake the rest.
All right, he is for hire. You can,
you can hire.
Okay, so let's go ahead and roll his promo video.
Hey y'all, it's fake McConaughey, Texas icon and Bohemian bongo player. Now, this is me all natural. No artificial intelligence, but then I can look like this. Like that. I can take pictures and short videos with your guests at your event. And then in about 60 seconds or so, boom! I have the transformed version of that picture with fake McConaughey to share with their friends on their socials. Just invite me to your event. I'll walk around. I'll shake hands, greet your guests.
All right, I'm here with my friend Will. We're about to watch them Longhorns play a little football. All right. I'm here with my friend Will. We're about to watch them Longhorns play a little football.
I'll make them laugh. I'll make them smile with my Texan charm and personality. And then the pictures will be a huge hit and the talk of the party. There's nobody more Texas for a Texas party than me. Well, maybe the real guy. He's pretty cool. Well, let me add my homegrown Texas flavor, fun, and last year event. You ready to book old Fake McConaughey? It'd be a lot cooler if you did. JK Living, baby. Livin. All right. Hook 'em, baby.
Doug, I think you got it down. I mean, that was actually your voice.
That was my voice, yes.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so you, what's been the reaction when you show up at these parties?
Well, yeah, you know what? I want to emphasize, I didn't start it as a business. I started it to promote this party, and then people started calling me and saying, "Hey, can you come to my party? Can you do this?" I had this convention down in Austin, wanted me to, come to their party and make videos to promote it and so on. And so, it's just fun. I just have fun doing it, and I'm on Cameo. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but I started getting a lot of cameos because a friend of mine that does cameos told me he goes, you need to put yourself on Cameo. So I did that, and there it kind of created a life of its own.
Now, famously, several years ago, Matthew McConaughey was caught drumming bongos naked. Doug is not going to strip down for us.
No, not unless somebody asks and they're paying a lot of money. Yeah, oh, look at that. There we go. I brought my bongos. Yes, sir.
Now, do you actually know how to play bongos?
I don't really know how to play them, but you know what? I can. My name is Fake McConaughey, so I can fake it, right? So anyway, I like to say I kind of made my own version. I'm the ultimate Texas Longhorns fan, right? And by the way, McConaughey always does it backwards. This is how you're really supposed to do the hooking, but you ever notice old real McConaughey? He always goes like this. It's just his thing, so I got to do it too, right? So anyway, I say, the fight song goes, yay orange, yay white, yay Longhorns, fight. Well, I'm going to change it. I said, yay orange, yay white, yay Longhorns. All right. Hook 'em, baby.
I know people have to get a hold of you guys. So one final thought. Why don't we look into the camera on the left and talk to the people about the Longhorn Nation who hasn't been participating in your events. What do you want to say to those guys?
Well, for anybody, any person who is a Longhorn fan, you don't have to be a member of the Texas Exes. You can come from anywhere in the country. A lot of people, obviously, the thing that we're so proud of is Dallas is the base of the biggest game of the year every year, the Red River rivalry against them dang hated and dreaded Sooners. We got to beat them Sooners. Anyway, so please come to our parties and our events. We got the Bash Before the Clash, 6 o'clock p.m. on that Friday night, AT&T Discovery District this year. And then the Beat OU Pep Rally at 9 o'clock that night. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have some ex-players there. A lot of good times going to be had. If you're a Longhorn fan, that's why I brought you a hat, Jeff.
Okay, all right.
You know what? I'm just going to put this on for a second. Just get the party moved.
I was hoping you would.
Look at that. Yeah, just put that on for a second. All right. There we go. Now, what I want you to do, I want you to go ahead and put your hook 'em up. All right. There you go. Oh, you're doing like McConaughey. There you go. All right. Now let's just say Texas fight hook 'em horns.
Texas fight hook 'em horns.
There we go. See, I've already converted. He's ready to go to the Bash right now. I'm going to get you a ticket for free because you know somebody. All
right. All right, we're going to end you with two websites. Dallas, Texas Exes.org is the professional website. And then if you want to hire Doug for your next party, it's FakeMatt.com.
FakeMatt.com. That site is all right, baby. That's right. We just keep living.
Yeah. That's it for now. We'll see you next time.